Now to some election updates. Early voting is underway and turnout in Harris County exceeding expectations. KHOU's Victor Jacobo breaking down those numbers and what they tell us about this campaign season.
Early voting sites across Harris County, like this one behind me, are seeing higher turnout compared to previous years of similar election cycles. That highlights the stakes of key races on the ballot, including the race for Houston mayor.
12,740 voters showed up in person Monday across Harris County. 3,289 mail-in ballots were returned. That's 16,620 total ballots cast on the first day of early voting, over 7,000 more than on day one of early voting in 2019. The last time there was a mayoral race in Houston on the ballot.
It's surprising because this is definitely one of those races you don't typically see a big turnout on, especially on day one of early voting.
Political experts tell KHOU that several factors feed into generating voter interest and boosting voter turnout compared to previous years.
Several candidates who are pretty well known. You've got a pretty competitive election. You've got down ballot races that are juicing up turnout at the top of the ticket and a lot of money being spent.
At the top of the ballot in Houston, the race for mayor. The two frontrunners are John Whitmire and Sheila Jackson Lee, according to polling. Experts say the candidates are keeping a close eye on voter turnout and its impact on a potential runoff election in December.
The fact that there are a lot of people who are engaged in this race means that there are people down the road who might be persuadable, and that's something that both campaigns are looking for.
Political expert Brandon Rottinghaus also told us to expect the highest numbers of early voting on the first and last day of the process. Early voting continues through Friday, November 3rd. And the final day of voting is Election Day on November 7th. In Houston, Victor Jacobo, KHOU 11 News.
For information about polling locations or how to get a free ride to and from the polls, courtesy of Metro, just text the word VOTE to 713-526-1111.